Hello, welcome back to 999. And I'm very excited to say that because it's been 3 days, 3 whole days, since I've last played this game. I had a very busy weekend, and I had to take a day off to relax and recuperate. But now I am back and ready to continue. I don't even remember what happened that much last time. I know we messed around in the library, but I got really annoyed because apparently I could not find a lock, and then the study, and then I got mad at that too because I couldn't find the clue needed for the Morse code puzzle, I think it was. Even though I literally guessed the word, it was like, no, I'm not accepting that actually because you haven't seen the clue or whatever. Um, but yeah, enough complaining about that. I have no idea what 7 is talking about with shaking. Can I read up at all? Okay, they stumbled into a hallway. Into the library, I mean.
Oh.
That explains nothing to me. I have no clue what shaking they were talking about last time. And I don't remember. Oh, now I remember. We were back in the library because we needed a key card to get out of this room, and we found that in the study. Yes, the study. Okay, so continuing on.
It would seem so, but we are yet to be out of danger.
You're right. Let's hurry.
They ran across the hallway,
This exit needs the Uranus card, too.
straight for the large metal door. Next to the door was the Uranus card reader.
Hey, Junpei.
Yeah, I know.
They slid the key card through, and the door rumbled open.
All right. It's open. Let's...
Oops. Out of the library and into the hallway they ran. At the end of the hallway was a door. Oh yeah, the horse sound effect. I heard that as they came in. Fun fact, I actually drew some of the characters as horses. Because I thought the sound effect was so funny. Junpei reached into his pocket to pull out the keys as he ran toward it. Just one key.
Okay,
I don't know why
Neptune
it's a
key.
key.
Let's see if you work.
Keys. He turned it.
Yes! I think it unlocked.
I love how excited he gets. The lock clicked. As one, they shoved the door open and poured through it. In front of them was another great metal door. Above it was a metal plaque.
It says incinerator, so this is the incinerator.
This is the first time I've seen it from this side, but yeah, I think so.
Then there ought to be a lever near the door.
Oh, Snake. Something bad happened last time I saw you around here.
Yeah, right here.
Junpei ran up to it. I don't even know, but like it's really snuck up on me, but I really love Snake now. He's just, after we got to spend a little bit more time with him in this ending and that last ending, I'm just so fond of him. Just my little freak.
Pull that and the door should open.
Got it.
As he spoke, he pulled the lever. Lotus is still my favorite though, don't get me wrong. But she's not here right now, is she? The motor in the door groaned as it slowly ground open. There was no time to
Let's
waste. As soon as the door had opened far enough to admit them, all four dashed through. Oh, great. And suddenly, there before them were the four who they'd parted from earlier. Ace and Lotus stood in front of the number 9 door. What the... Santa was curled into a ball against the wall of the incinerator, holding his stomach? What happened here? And then there was June. What? What happened here? She sat slumped against the wall, exhausted. Well, that's not surprising. She's always fainting and having a fever and stuff. I mean, like, not to criticize her, because I'm always also, like, getting sick or whatever, but come on, girl.
What the hell is going on?
Junpei ran toward June. He skidded to a stop in front of her and knelt down.
What's wrong? Are you okay?
Her face was pale and her lips dry. When she spoke, he could barely hear her.
Jumpy, you came to get me.
Well, yes.
Of course I did. I made a promise.
I'm so glad you're here. So glad.
I'm going to die dramatically again, because I'm getting sick of it. This is like the 3rd time. She mumbled the same words over and over weakly. Junpei could feel his heart breaking.
Hey, what happened to you?
I'm fine. I just fainted. I wasn't feeling very good. I'm feeling a lot better now, though.
Are you sure?
Yes. I just need to rest a little longer. I'm sure I'll be fine. You shouldn't worry about me.
She was looking toward Santa. Junpei turned to look as well.
Santa.
Santa grimaced, his face contorted in pain. Seven grabbed him by the collar and roared at him.
Hey, where is it? Where's the gun? You hide it somewhere?
Oh yeah, since I skipped it last time to get to the coffin part, I kind of forgot the whole thing with Santa and the gun. Despite himself, a grunt of pain escaped Santa's lips as Seven shook him.
I don't have it. I got sucker punched and they took the gun.
What? Who?
What? Isn't that obvious?
I took the gun.
Oh, come on, man. Literally the worst possible person to have it right now. Like, everyone's a bit sus, but this guy, I am so sick of this guy. Can we burn him alive again? Bruh.
Ace.
Okay, that voice line was a bit funny. Anything to reuse assets, am I right? He did indeed have the revolver in his hand. It was pressed against Lotus's temple. Ace had her pinned to him with the other arm, and she was shaking visibly. Also, I was talking about this game so much over the weekend when I was with my friend, to the point where I was talking about, like, how they were always going off on tangents about, like, Ice or whatever, and I was talking about Ice 9, to the point where, like, Ice was mentioned at one point. My friend said, "Don't even start." It was really funny to me. It took me a second to even realize what was going on, because at that point it didn't cross my mind. But, yeah. Ace had her pinned to him with the other arm, and she was shaking visibly. I don't know if I already read that, I got distracted. Her fiery attitude was gone, replaced by fear. She didn't dare speak. There was sweat on her forehead, and when her eyes went flickering up to the gun pressed against her, she seemed to desperately want to say something.
Just what the hell do you think you're doing, Ace? Or maybe I ought to say Gentaro Hongo, CEO of Cradle Pharmaceuticals?
I feel like that line could have been read with a bit more something. It felt a bit, you know, like, lacking flavor for something that's supposed to be so dramatic. Seven's deep baritone rumble shook the walls. Ace sneered.
You have me at a disadvantage, and I don't like that. You know me, but I don't know you. Do you have any idea how much I've suffered? Can you even begin to understand my pain?
The pain of prosopagnosia, right?
Junpei's voice was casual, or at least it was trying to be.
Another irritating insect. And how do you know that,
Good question.
No matter.
Oh crap, I
If
didn't
you
mean
don't
to
want
skip
to
that.
answer, it makes
I
no
pressed the wrong
difference to me.
button. It says, Junpei couldn't say, he just knew. Another unexplainable mystery.
This is a waste of time anyway. It's time for me to go.
Behind Ace, Junpei could see the red. It was placed in the small indentation on the wall. Quickly, Ace placed his hand on the scanner.
First is 1. Give me your hand.
It beeped and he forced Lotus's hand onto it as well.
8. And with this,
Then at last he reached into the pocket of his jacket. He pulled something out and pressed it against the panel. The third asterisk appeared on the red.
9.
The thing he had used for the final verification was the bracelet with the number 9.
The ninth man. Kubota's bracelet.
I believe I've won this game.
Girl, shut your ass up. I'm done with you. It smirked me Junpei's blood
I've
boiled.
had quite a time playing with you. I must thank Zero, I suppose.
Wait, what? Ace doesn't know who Zero is.
Junpei's eyes flicked toward Santa. He hadn't moved since they'd entered the room. Santa was still holding his stomach and groaning as if in immense pain. Junpei wasn't sure if it was real pain. He wasn't sure it wasn't either. What, is he pooping out the bomb right now? Because imagine that would hurt a bit.
What the hell are you planning, Santa?
At any rate, this game ends now. I will escape, and the rest of you will have a slightly less pleasant ending. I suggest you enjoy your final moments. Goodbye. Wait!
Ace, of course, paid no heed to Seven's request and laid hold of the lever on the red. With a sickening sense of finality, he pulled it. Okay, that's quite funny, actually.
What? Why isn't it opening? One more time.
Lotus tried to take advantage of Ace's confusion and managed to twist herself out of his grasp, but... Bruh. Come on, don't do my girl like that. At the last second, he grabbed hold of her wrist and shoved it onto the red.
Now open!
He waved the number 9 bracelet over the red, and then his own bracelet as well. He pulled the lever a second time. Haha.
No! What is this? Why? The digital route should be 9! It has to be 9! Then why? Why isn't it opening?
Ace's fear and confusion had overridden all other thoughts. He had set down the revolver. It was just below the red.
Now!
Seven chose that moment to act. He moved far faster than a man of his bulk should have been able to, and he launched that bulk straight at Ace. What the? Sounded like a bowling ball knocking over pins. It was over before they knew it.
No!
In the blink of an eye, Ace was on the floor. He rolled onto his side, groaning in pain.
Oh.
Noticed ran straight for Junpei. She darted around behind him and stuck her head out, making sure to keep Junpei between herself and Ace.
Oh, that was close. Too close. Thank you, Seven.
Don't mention it.
Seven stood over Ace, his breathing slow and heavy.
Just one punch ain't enough for this piece of shit. After what he did 9 years ago, I ought to rip him to pieces. But if a suspect can't talk, they ain't much good. Once he's locked up in a cell, we're gonna have a little chat.
9 years ago? Then you must be...
Yeah, you finally figured it out, dumbass.
Oh.
I like Seven too. I like all of them really. Except for Ace. I have crazy beef with him. The others, I can overlook some of their misdeeds. But just a little. Oh yeah, also the Ninth Man. He's not a real person though, so... Okay, that sounds really bad. I mean, he did have enough presence of anything for me to care about him, but I also don't like him. Because, first of all, he's one of those little freaks that planned this stuff, and, you know, everything he actually did in the game is also... Whew, not a fan. Junpei walked toward him. I think I read that, maybe. He stopped and looked down at Ace with pity on his face.
Ace.
Wow, that rhymed.
You killed Kubota, Nijisaki, and Musashido, didn't you?
Wait. Nijisaki?
He peered at Junpei, genuinely confused.
Oh, right. You don't know yet. All right. We'll just go through them in order then. Let's start off with Kubota.
Do we have time for this?
You talked to Kubota and managed to convince him to go into door 5 alone. You killed him without making it look like you killed him. The way I figure it, you had 4 motives. 1. In the Nonary game, the number 9 is dangerous. Whoever had the 9 bracelet could join whatever team they wanted. Adding 9 to any number doesn't change the digital route.
This math, get out of here. I've
Which
seen it.
means that number 9 could do whatever they wanted.
Me when I play the math game and I see math on it.
You wanted to remove that threat as soon as possible. 2. You wanted the number 9 bracelet for yourself, so that you could make use of its power. In fact, you did use it in the murder of Nijisaki. 3. Even if his number hadn't been 9, Kubota was a problem. He knew your past. He knew what had happened 9 years before. You needed to silence him before he told anyone. 4. But last, and perhaps the most disturbing, you used Kubota as a test. You wanted to know how serious this Nonary game was. Was it truly life or death, or simply a harmless prank? You convinced him to break the rules so you could see what would happen. That was why you killed Kubota. But he was only the first. Next was Nijisaki. While everyone was off looking for the missing parts for the Reds, you ran into Nijisaki near the big hospital room. However, because of your prosopagnosia, you didn't realize he was Nijisaki. Chiefly because, when you met him, he was dressed like Snake. That was why you thought Nijisaki was Snake.
No, that's not... That was Nijisaki? Why? How did...
I'll get to that. Anyway, you thought he was Snake. Snake was one of the kids in your experiment 9 years ago. You remembered him because he was the blind kid, but his presence made you think, Snake was one of my subjects 9 years ago. He probably hates me. But if that's true, why isn't he saying anything? Is he keeping quiet because he can't see? Or perhaps he's working with Zero to get revenge on me. Whatever the reason, anyone who knows my past is a threat. Before he tries anything, I need to get rid of him. That was when you decided you had to kill him. The murder weapon was Kubota's bracelet. You just waved it over the red. Verified your own number and then grabbed Nijisaki's arm and forced it over the scanner panel. Then, when the door opened, you kicked him in. 9 seconds later, the door closed.
I remember all this, but it's always good to have a refresher.
And then 81 seconds passed. And poor Nijisaki was dead.
You know, I was actually thinking about how you could have gotten that last ending. What was it called? This one. With, where Zero lost. That ending. You could have gotten that, on your very first playthrough, which is insane to me. Because, oh my god. I'm actually pretty glad I got these endings in order I did. Oh, and also, like I said, I've been thinking about this game a lot while I took a break. And I was thinking about, like, this is such a random thing to remember. but that one scene where we were looking for Snake and Ace was in the hallway and we talked to him, and Junpei said, "Oh, do you think Clover and Snake are really related because they don't look anything alike?" And I thought Ace's reaction being like kind of weird was very strange. And at the time I thought that meant he knew something about whether they're related or not. But now that I think about it, it's probably because Junpei said they don't look similar at all, right? But it's probably because he can't recognize their faces. He was like very strange about that. He couldn't say for sure because he couldn't tell a difference. Like that's just my thought on that.
Then you mean to say Snake is still alive?
And that being said, I feel like they probably are related now, especially because, like, I don't know, I have no reason to think otherwise at this point.
Sorry to disappoint you, but I'm as good as new. Thank you for killing the wrong man. But I can't say I like knowing that you wanted me dead. Although, to be honest, even if you hadn't tried to kill me, I would still hate you very much.
Well, I wouldn't blame you.
Ace's self-derision was frustrating, but Junpei kept his emotions in check and continued.
Last but not least, let's talk about Musashido's death. When Clover and I were investigating the chart room, you came over to talk to me. Do you remember what you said?
Oh, a pocket watch. Might I take a look at it?
Where's the punctuation in that sentence?
I handed it to you, and you left the room. You had been in charge of the Nonary project. Of course you would have known the solution to every puzzle.
Bro, that's crazy. I didn't even think about that.
Which would mean that you also knew how to get out of the wheelhouse. All you had to do was place the watch in the indentation on the door to unlock it. With the door open, you could enter the captain's quarters. Musashido was there. Conveniently placed next to him was an axe that practically begged you to kill him with it. You picked up that axe and buried the blade deep in the other man's chest.
How did you recognize him, though?
One blow was all it took.
Like, this is a captain's uniform, and Ace can't, like, recognize faces just because he has a shiny bald head, or, like, what? Or did they mention, or was, like, there enough talking for him to figure it out?
And then you returned to the chart room as if nothing had happened.
There was something I wanted to speak with you about, Junpei. Could you come with me for a moment?
I did not get any blood on him from that, though.
I had no reason to say no, so I followed you to the wheelhouse. When we stepped inside, remember how you slipped your hand into my vest? You pulled out a piece of paper, the one I used to cheat during the vote. But that wasn't really what you were after. Your true purpose had been to slip the watch into my pocket. It wasn't a very good plan. Had way too many holes, and someone saying the wrong thing could have brought it all down around you. You must have been desperate. But what made you willing to risk it all to do it? Ace.
That was the only thing Junpei hadn't been able to figure out.
Musashido's murder is the only one I don't understand. You obviously did it. But why?
Because of this.
Slowly, Ace reached down and pulled something out of his pocket. Is it the, Zero bracelet? Never mind, it's not. It's a folded piece of paper.
What's with the paper?
Just read it.
Oh, is this the, Truth Had Gone one? Junpei took it and opened it.
Let's see.
This is what it said.
Number 1.
Oh,
There
no?
are 2 ways you might survive this ordeal. The first is to win the Nonary game. The second is for you to confess your sins of 9 years past. I have prepared a camera in the captain's quarters.
What? Is that what the camera was for? That's crazy.
The images captured by that camera will be streamed through a satellite and distributed across the world.
Oh my god. So this was a paper given to him, wasn't it? To, Ace, I mean. That's insane.
Simply look into the camera and repent. Once you have confessed everything, I will release you from this ship. To make your confession more credible, I have left you a witness in the captain's quarters. Perhaps he will confess with you. The decision is yours. Do as you please. Zero.
When I awoke in that room on D-Deck, I found that in my pocket. That was why I chose door 1 when we voted. If I went through that door, I knew I could get to the captain's quarters. As you said, I knew how to enter the wheelhouse. My plan was to find the pocket watch before anyone else. If I could, then my alibi would be set. At least, that was the plan. Unfortunately for me, you got to it first. That sleight of hand was the best I could manage on short notice.
You meant to kill him from the beginning then? Musashido, I mean.
I only knew Musashido was the witness after I reached the captain's quarters. I asked him, and he answered. He seemed groggy. Perhaps he had only just awoken from sedation. I suppose Nijisaki was in much the same state. He seemed confused and disoriented when I encountered him.
This is crazy.
But yes, you are correct. I intended to kill him from the beginning, even though I didn't know who he was. I proceeded to the captain's quarters in order to remove this so-called witness.
Ace had confessed everything. What energy had left him with the truth? And he sagged on his knees. Okay. I read that sentence so wrong. It should have been read, what energy he had left. What? Oh, what energy he had left him with the truth, and he sagged on his knees. Okay, I read it wrong twice, but we continue on. Although he had confessed, his sins were not forgiven. Junpei felt revulsion for the pathetic man on the floor near his feet. But in among the revulsion was a hint of pity. After all, Ace had not been the only person who murdered those 3 men. Junpei spoke quietly.
Ace, you figured it out, haven't you? You were being manipulated.
Yes, so it would seem. I was little more than a puppet, in many ways. Everywhere I went, everything was already prepared. The Reds in the large hospital room were dismantled. Nijisaki was dressed like Snake. There was an axe in the captain's quarters. Musashido was delirious from the anesthetic, so he couldn't fight back. Nijisaki as well. In retrospect, I can't understand how I could have fallen into such a simple trap. But yes, this was a trap. It was Zero's trap. And I fell for it, hook, line, and sinker. I did everything he wanted me to do.
Yeah. By manipulating you, Zero was able to kill 3 people and keep the blood off his own hands. All of this was revenge for what happened 9 years ago. That's why this nonary game happened. Am I right, Santa?
Is he still, like, fighting for his life over there? Like, I'm curious as to why he's in so much pain. Junpei looked over at Santa. I think I might have read that. As Junpei spoke, he stood up and his legs still shaky.
Huh? What the hell are you talking about? I don't know any.
Ain't no point trying to play dumb anymore, Santa. Actually, I guess I should call you Aoi Kurashiki, huh?
Santa's face was sad as he spoke.
My memory came back to me, kid.
I mean, Seven's.
You're Aoi Kurashiki. No doubt about it.
All these people with S names trips me up. Which, I also have an S name, so that's another thing I need to keep straight.
Never thought I'd be back in this room talking to you. But hey, I guess this was all part of your plan, right? After all, the person who planned the nonary game this time around was Zero, and Zero's you.
Looks like you really do have your memories back, huh?
Santa's smile was sarcastic and something else.
Well, I guess there's no point in hiding it then. Yeah, you got me. I'm Aoi Kurashiki. I was one of the kids in the nonary game 9 years ago. I made it out. So did Snake over there. But there's one thing... No, I guess there's 2 things you got wrong. Number 1, I ain't Zero.
What?
Wait, what?
Sure, I was helping Zero out, but I'm really more of an assistant, like a secretary. But an assistant's only an assistant. I didn't come up with all this. All I did was follow Zero's orders.
Then, if you're not Zero, who is?
Calm down there, Junpei. Didn't I say 2 things? You made one more mistake. Junpei, you just said all of this was revenge for what happened 9 years ago. That's why this nonary game happened. But that's not it. Revenge isn't the only purpose. There's another reason you guys were playing the nonary game. To save someone.
Save someone?
Right. You were brought here to help my sister, to save Akane.
What the hell are you talking about? Akane Kurashiki died 9 years ago in this room. I was there. I saw...
Suddenly, Seven froze. His eyes went as wide as dinner plates, and he spun around toward June. Junpei followed his gaze.
What?
She was gone. Where June had been, there was nothing.
What the hell? Where is she? Where's Akane Kurashiki?
Seven began to mumble to himself, a strange series of words joined together as if his mind wasn't functioning properly. His face was twisted with effort, as though he were struggling with something they couldn't see. He gritted his teeth and pressed his hands against the side of his head.
Oh, my head! My head, it feels like it's gonna pop.
Seven! What the hell is going on?
I don't know, I just... Oh! I swear to God, my head feels like it's about to explode!
Okay, sorry. I shouldn't be laughing right now. It's just funny to me. From somewhere far away, they all heard a deep, heavy noise. It sounded like a tremendous wheel slowly beginning to turn. Santa seemed to have entered an almost trance-like state. His words were calm and measured.
What was the Nonary Project? I'm sure you know already, but I'll tell you one more time. It was a project designed to test a particular phenomenon. And what was that phenomenon? For two organisms to communicate with one another in the absence of physical contact. The morphogenetic field theory. Could human beings use these invisible fields to exchange information? That was what this experiment was conducted to determine. There were two separate locations. One was the Gigantic, and the other was a building in Nevada called Building Q. The 9 children trapped in Building Q were faced with numerous puzzles, copies of identical ones on the Gigantic. They were told to send their answers into the morphic field set and transmit them to their brothers and sisters on the Gigantic. The transmitters were put in Building Q, and the receivers were put on the Gigantic. Each sibling pair was supposed to be split up, but there was a mistake. Akane was a transmitter. She should have been in Building Q. However, for some reason, she was placed on the Gigantic with the receivers, like me. Perhaps she was mistaken for someone who was supposed to be in Group A. Whatever the case, Akane ended up on the Gigantic. I think I've told you enough. You get it, don't you? I'm pretty sure you know where this is going,
Where what is going?
Don't play dumb. You know things you shouldn't. Things you couldn't. How did you know Ace had prosopagnosia? How did you know why Ace wanted to kill Kubota and how Nijisaki was killed? Were you surprised when you found out Ace was Hongo? And what about the coffin Snake was trapped in? How the hell did you open it?
Well, that's...
The answer to that is easy. What? He knew because I knew? Junpei was receiving information that I sent to him through the morphic field set. It's simple, really. How do I know the alternate futures, then? Imagine a river that splits in two, like an upside-down Y. I missed this. The river flows from the top to the bottom, from a single stream into 2 branches. Wow, kinda like this, right? Like this? Like It only flows in one direction. It can never flow backward. Information is the same way. It moves from the past to the future, but never flows backward. That's why people at the river's source in the past will never know about those downstream in the future. But the people downstream will never know about one another either. Information only flows along the path of the river. But I am different. I can manipulate the morphic field set to pluck knowledge from the future. I know what happens on either fork of the river, even though the people on either fork know nothing about one another. Now, who am I? I am I? The 9th letter of the alphabet. But I'm also 0. No, that's not true. I'm not really 0. Not yet. Perhaps you could say I'm less than 0. 0 is my future. In 9 years, I will be 0. What is going on? Why am I locked into this mode? Where did she go? June. No, Akane. Where did you go?
Santa!
Why is Clover? Oh shit.
Freeze.
Santa's got the gun. Guess he picked it up when we weren't watching. Looks like he's turned the tables on Ace, though. Wonder how he likes having a gun to his head.
Get up.
Sure isn't about to take that gun off him for a minute, is he? Ace isn't putting up any kind of fight. I mean, I don't think I would either, but he just looks strained. I guess he's going for the door, huh? He doesn't need to verify to go through that door, but...
Hey, what's your plan, Santa? What are you doing?
He can't get through any numbered doors with just 2 people. What the hell is he thinking?
Didn't I tell you? I'm Santa Claus. It's time for me to go make a wish come true.
That's it? That's all he's gonna give us? What the hell does that even mean? Shit, they're out. And now the gate's shut. Looks like the rest of us are stuck in here. Again. But I'm glad at least it's him this time. They're all looking at me. At least Seven's headache is gone. He seems to be alright. Well, I guess there's no harm in trying. Let's see if this door still opens.
Damn. Well, it looks like this door isn't opening anytime soon.
Oh, you mean we're trapped?
So it would seem.
What the hell is Santa trying to do?
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh, what?
Have you considered where we are? There can really only be one thing Santa would do now.
No. No, you can't be serious.
Oh, but he is. Shit, we gotta do something. Maybe we can still get out through door 9. There's the red. Yeah, alright. We can do this. I just gotta... No, it's not gonna work. There's no way. The 5 of us can't open this door. Okay. Hold on, I'm looking at this. I'm looking. 2, 4, 5, 7, 8. It's 2 plus 6. Yes. Okay. That's bad. I forgot Clover was here the whole time. I feel bad about that. I thought she was somehow dead still. My brain is like in low power mode, but okay. Sorry, I was staring at that for so long, but that's embarrassing. Is there any combination that'll work?
Junpei, can I borrow your pen and notebook?
Okay, thank you, Clover. Sure, why not? I don't think I'm going to need them. I'm still mad. Why can't I change to novel mode? Like, I'm trapped in the inferior mode. Ever again. Well, she certainly looks purposeful. Looks like she's writing equations, a lot of them. Huh? Oh man, she doesn't look very happy. What? Hey, no need to be ripping pages out like that. Jeez.
What the hell are you doing, Clover? Give me that!
Alright, at least 7 got away from her. Maybe now I can get a look at what she was writing. Let's see. Oh dear. We'd have to leave Lotus behind. I don't think I want to do that.
What? And there's no other way?
Lotus. Looks like she'd figured it out, though. Man, this is just too cruel.
It's okay. Go.
Oh, darling.
Lotus.
Come on, you know we can't do that.
Oh, don't give me that. I'm sure you'd love to get rid of me.
No.
God damn it, you idiot!
Whoa, where the hell did that come from? Looks like she expected that about as much as I did.
Without... if you're not... Look, it'd be bad, alright?
For a cop, he sure doesn't have much confidence.
Bad?
Yeah. If there weren't assholes like you around, I'd be out of a job.
It's crazy.
Uh-huh.
Look, I'm just not leaving you behind, alright? End of story.
7.
He's right. I'm not leaving you either.
Oh, this is unrelated, but I saw this post on Twitter, I think from the game's creator, and it was someone asking, what is Seven's real name, or something like that. And he responded, Seven's last name is 7, and his first name is 6. How old is this man, by the way? As in, like, the creator? That's crazy. that's crazy to me.
Me too.
You didn't honestly think I'd abandon you, did you?
You're all idiots.
Act as tough as you want, Lotus. We can all see you're about to cry.
That being said, however, I doubt we would be able to open the door anyway, even if we were to leave Lotus behind.
Huh? Why?
I trust you remember what happened to Ace? I couldn't, see exactly what happened, but I was able to guess what he was attempting to do earlier, at the Red.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I don't want to see this again.
What is this? That
We just
digital
saw
route should be
this.
9.
Then
Here
why?
come the flashbacks of things that just
Just
happened.
to see. Why don't we give it a shot?
Give
Okay.
it a shot.
Yes, that is what I said.
Okay. Oh. Yeah.
You were right.
It ain't opening.
But it did open 9 years ago. The digital route was 9 then, I'm sure of it.
Let me check. What the? Okay. Wow, I'm over halfway through. I gotta lock in. Alright, let me see what we got here. We have 2. No. 2. 4. 5. 7. And 8. Okay. Just double checking that. Yes, okay. That's 8. So what can we do with that? What can we do with it?
You think maybe they changed the settings?
Perhaps.
Shit. If we can't get through the door, we can't get out. The walls are way too high. There's no way in hell we can get to that hole 7 popped out of 9 years ago. All we can do is stand here and stare at this door with a 9 on it. I guess this is it. This is the end. Fake news. Fake. What the? What is that crap? Are you seeing this? What do you mean? Akane vision. That's crazy. Did I miss that last time? Did it say that before? I feel like you didn't. That's insane. That's crazy. Okay. I was watching. I had watched everything that was reflected in his eyes. I was listening. Every sound that vibrated in his eardrums I heard. Smell, taste, touch. I felt everything he felt. I knew. I knew everything about him. What he was thinking, what he was feeling, what he was sensing. All of his feelings and worries and fears became mine. My mind, my consciousness was inside of him. Through the morphic field set, we were resonant, and we were as one. I was him, and at the same time, I was an observer. What is going on? I started with a tremendous noise, like a clap of thunder. Is this a new scene? No. This is so weird. That was approximately 9 hours ago. A bomb had gone off on the ship we were on. That was when my resonance with him began. My resonant event melted into him, and we became one, inside of Junpei. Sorry, I am having like the stupidest thought ever. I'm not gonna share it, it's so stupid. It's not even like related to the plot or anything. Somehow I found myself in Junpei's mind 9 years in the future. But I didn't lose myself. I was living in two realities at once? One was the present and the other was the future. Perhaps you can think of it as two movies showing on the same screen at the same time. Eventually it becomes difficult to separate them and determine which movie is which. However, if I concentrated, I was able to focus on one or the other. That was why I was able to grasp what was happening in front of me.
Come on, over here!
Well, look at these kids. Oh. This is so sad. I wonder what happened to the other children. I don't want to think about that too hard. I'll get really sad about it. I think they escaped with 7, I believe. If I remember correctly, but my memory's not so good because I took a 3-day break. That was my brother Aoi. He was yelling. I followed him. Around me were 7 other children. They all looked like they were about my age.
Come on, hurry up!
We ran down a long straight hallway and burst into the large hospital room. Everyone was arguing. 2 of the boys got in a fist fight. A girl watching them began to cry. I want to go home, she cried. I want to go home. Another girl slapped the crying girl and glared down at her. What? It has been 2 hours since the nunnery game began. We were starting to fall apart. But just when all hope seemed lost, Light started talking. He was blind. 9 years later, we would call him Snake.
Hello? Everyone? Could you come over here for a moment?
Okay, I don't know why that voice is so funny to me, but it is. He was older than most of us, and his voice had authority and dignity. The fights died down, and we gathered around him.
I have a little sister. She is very important to me. Right now, she is over in Building Q, and is desperately trying to send information over to me. Her name is Clover, and today is her 9th birthday.
As he spoke, he pulled something from his pocket. In his hand were 9 4-leaf clovers.
I was going to give these to her as a birthday present. I was outside picking them when I was abducted. I'm sure I've already told you, but I am blind. For a man who can't see, collecting 9 of a very specific plant is... well, it is difficult. But my sister means a great deal to me. And I hope that these would show her how much I cared for her. Since it's her 9th birthday, I thought 9 4-leaf clovers would be appropriate. Every one of you has a brother or a sister in Building Q with Clover. For their sake, we have to survive. We have to get off this ship. Do you understand? If we're going to do that, there are 3 things you have to remember. We need trust and love, and we have to have faith in one another. If we can take all 3 of those to heart, then I promise that good luck will come our way. Did you know that the leaves on the 4-leaf clover mean faith, trust, love, and luck? Those words are leaf words. So if you believe what I've told you, and you understand, then I want you each to have one of these. They're a promise between friends.
He gave a clover to each of us. I took one too. Eventually, he was left with only a single 4-leaf clover. He had one last thing to say.
Don't ever forget, so long as you have that, we will always be connected. Do you understand?
When he finished, the tension of only a few minutes before was gone. We were calm. After that, we ran around the ship for a while longer and opened several of the numbered doors until we finally found a room with a number 9 on it. In fact, there were 2 doors with 9 on them, and we found them in the chapel. We split into 2 groups and walked through the doors. Before long, we all found ourselves in a room with the ceiling that looked like an upside-down funnel. For some reason, this room had another number 9, but this time it was the only one. But if there was only one door, that meant only 5 people could escape.
What are we gonna do? There
What
aren't
the-
any other doors.
Who are these kids? Who's talking right now? We began to panic. Then, as if things had not gotten bad enough already.
Warning.
Did I actually skip the door animation or just do that? Because I feel like I didn't press anything. Alright, I probably did. That's my bad.
Warning. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged. Automatic incineration will take place in 18 minutes. Please evacuate the incinerator immediately. Repeat. Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged.
What? What's happening? What did that thing say? That didn't sound good.
My brother... oh my god, I'm choking. He swallowed hard and answered.
I think it means this room is gonna burn.
Oh my god. Hold on, I need to cough. Okay, I just like coughed up along and my throat still is like bothering me, so I don't know how long this episode will go on if there's a lot of reading. It looks like we're already at like 40 something minutes, so...
Burn!
The plaque on the door says incinerator, and that voice said that the incineration is about to start. And incinerate means to burn.
No! Help me!
Abject terror filled the room as everyone began to scream and cry. Every pair of eyes were filled with despair. Then, high up on the wall, a door opened and a man appeared. It was a huge, frightening mountain of a man, as large as a bear. 9 years later, we would call him Seven.
Don't worry, kids. I'm not your enemy. I'm one of the good guys. I'm a detective. I'm here to rescue you.
The rest happened just like Seven had said it did. The 4 of us who had stayed behind were saved by Seven. We crawled through the vent, away from the incinerator, and slid down the hall. Oh, they got out the door, right? Because only 5 people could go through then. Okay, got it. We came out on the other side of door 9. On the wall opposite the door was a set of double doors. We went through those and began to run up the spiral stairs. As we ran, I led the way. Behind me were Nona, my brother Aoi, Snake, and Seven. The other children, the ones who'd gone through door 9 before us, were up ahead. I could hear them cheering each other on. We ran and ran and ran. We leapt across as many stairs as we could and kept running. The stairs spiraled upward like a tornado. Eventually, I pulled ahead of the rest. Perhaps Nona had slowed them down. I didn't want to lose them, so I slowed down as well. I didn't stop, but I glanced over my shoulder from time to time to see if they had caught up. That's when I realized...
Oh, where is it? Did I drop Jumpy's present?
I knew I'd had it with me when we passed through the vent. Then, had I dropped it as we slid out? I had to go back. I had to. But I knew I couldn't tell the others. It would stop me, I was sure of that. I didn't stop to think, I simply moved. I ran to the central hall, the room that connected to all the other areas of the ship. I hid in the shadows, and moments later I felt a rush of wind as they ran past me up the staircase. I waited until they were out of sight, and then I ran. I moved as quietly as I could, down and down and down. Finally, I reached the bottom deck. I ran into the hallway and looked around frantically.
There it is!
It was just where I thought it would be, sitting under the opening of the vent. I ran over and snatched it from the floor, but as I ran back toward the stairs in freedom... oh, I definitely did skip it that time. I've been playing kind of with my, the stick, the left stick, so I guess that, skipped it. Oops. I'll try not to do that in the future. The door to the incinerator opened, and a man stepped out. It was Hongo. Gentaro Hongo. 9 years later, we'd call him Ace.
Ah, how wonderful to see you decided to come back.
Bruh. His smile made my blood run cold. It looked mechanical, as if someone had simply pulled up the corners of his mouth.
Come with me. We must continue the experiment.
I shook my head, eyes wide. Slowly, I began to walk backwards. 1 step, 2 steps, 3 steps. I spun around and broke into a run. I felt Hongo's hand close over my left wrist.
I said, come with me.
There was an edge of insanity to his voice now. I pulled as hard as I could.
No! Stop! Let go of me! Let go!
I shook my body and flailed my arms, trying desperately to get Hongo to let go of me. But I was still only a child. I was no match for a man like Hongo.
Stop struggling, goddammit! Do as I tell you!
He heaved on my arm, trying to pull me into the incinerator. I screamed.
Help me! Somebody help me!
Then suddenly,
Akane!
the door to the stairs flew open. My brother always burst out of it. Behind him came Seven and Snake.
Akane!
He cried my name again as he leapt toward Hongo.
You came back!
I cried out. But then,
You're too late, idiot!
that's so funny to me. I'm not sure if I laughed at it the first time, but it was funny to me then too. Hongo threw his full weight against my arm, pulling us both into the incinerator. The force of it threw me to the floor. I scrambled to my feet and looked toward the open number 9 door. Hongo stood between it and me, but behind him I could see my brother, his fists clenched. But those fists never reached Hongo. With the cold, heartless screech of metal on metal, the door slammed shut. Hongo glanced at me mechanically, his face registering that there was an object there, not anything he would consider a human being. Then he turned away and walked me to the red that sat next to the door. He reached into his pocket and removed 2 bracelets. He waved them both over the scanner panel. 2 asterisks appeared on the red. He checked the screen, then tossed the bracelets carelessly onto the floor. What was he doing? What was the point? He made no effort to explain himself, of course. He said nothing at all, and walked past me as though I were nothing more than a rock by the roadside. A few moments later, the 2 other doors slid shut as well. Faintly, I could hear someone pounding on the door behind me. I turned around and ran toward the door with the 9.
Akane! Akane! Are you okay?
I could hear a voice from the other side of the door. A worried, frightened voice.
Help me!
My throat was already raw, but I screamed as loud as I could. My voice echoed lonely around the empty room.
What should I do? I think I'm trapped in here!
Okay, so this seems mostly the same, with like extra details.
Where's Hongo?
He went out the other door!
What?
Then it started again.
Warning, warning.
Yes?
Emergency incineration command has been acknowledged. Incineration will
What the-
begin in
Why am I in Junpei vision? That's crazy.
18 minutes. Please evacuate the incinerator immediately.
Is this what's happening now? Holy shit. Man, I knew what it was gonna say, but that is one hell of a creepy voice.
I knew it!
It's starting.
Santa started the incinerator.
Fuck! Man, I never thought I'd hear that damn voice again after 9 years.
What the hell? What the hell? What in God's name are you talking about? It's 9 years this and 9 years that, and when it's not 9 years something, then you're talking about some sort of fucking experiments. You aren't making any sense.
Valid crash out. Like, she's been very much left in the dark and also had her life threatened, and then she was thinking she had to sacrifice herself, and then everyone was like, no, don't do that, and she still has no idea what's going on. I feel so bad for her.
I'm sorry, Lotus, but we really don't have time to explain it right now. I promise. I'll tell you everything once we get out of here.
But
Incineration will begin 17 minutes.
you know what that means, right? Incinerate means burn. What kind of idiot do you think I am? I know what incinerate means. Well, god damn it. Okay, fine. I won't ask anything else. Talk about whatever you want. But you have to do something for me. 7, figure this out.
What? Why me?
Just shut up and stop this thing.
How the hell?
There has to be some sort of emergency shut-off button.
There isn't anything like that.
How the hell do you know?
Because I looked for it 9 years ago.
Yeah, Lotus isn't happy about that. Can't really blame her. Wait. The floor, it's moving. What the? Bruh. What is that? What else can I say about it but...
What the hell is that?
I also skipped the animation again. I cannot stop playing with my left stick. That's crazy. I need to take my hands off of it. Right. Oh, great.
What is that? What is that?
Yeah. What else could I say? The floor opened and a machine rose up out of it. It looked like a computer. At least it kind of did. There was a monitor, a keyboard, and a cross-shaped device of some sort. Something about the machine scared me, but I forced myself to walk up to it. I was terrified. Tears poured down my face. I wiped them off, even as more took their place, and forced myself forward. Finally, I reached it. I looked at the screen. It was blank. Oh, God. All I saw was my own frightened face staring back at me from the glass, drenched in tears. All I can see on the screen is a reflection of my own face. This is so weird. I'm looking kind of freaked out. I know I'm sweating like crazy, but seeing it kind of drives it home. Okay, Junpei, just calm down, alright? Everything's gonna be okay. God, man, I wish that thing would just shut up.
Incineration will begin in 15 minutes.
Alright, back to this thing. If it's only showing up now, then it's gotta be important. What the hell am I supposed to do with it?
Hey, move!
God. Hey, we're all tense, lady, but that doesn't mean you get to shove people around.
Okay, it's turned on. There's nothing on the screen, though. Oh, this is bad. This is really bad. If there's nothing on here, how are we supposed to do anything with it?
Sure, I'll just push buttons. I'm sure that'll... Bro, what is this crap? Huh, well, at least it's on now. What's on the screen, though?
What is this?
What's up?
It looks like some sort of puzzle.
Is this that, same thing before with the letters and everything? It's got a bunch of numbers and letters scattered around a 5x5 grid. The numbers range from 3 to 8.
Do you think that if we solve this puzzle, the incinerator will stop? Yeah. Well, we can hope, right?
Alright, puzzle, how do you work? Oh man, that goddamn voice again.
Incineration will begin in 13 minutes.
What? How has it been so long? It was like just 17, like a second ago. Shit, 13 minutes. I'm not sure if this is real time. So, I mean, it's never been real time before, but never be too careful. Can we really do this? My heart feels like it's gonna pop. My heart was pounding like it was about to explode. I stared at the puzzle on the screen. I was sure I had to solve it somehow, but I had no idea how. My connection to Jumpy had been gone for a while. His mind was gone. I couldn't get any more information from him. I felt the seconds tick by as I stared at the screen, completely lost. My cheeks felt hot as tears poured over them. Then I heard a voice.
Hey, what are you doing?
It was muffled. I turned around. Pressed against the window in the entry door was a face, a frightening, evil face. Ew, get out of here. It was Hongo. How long had he been watching me?
Don't know what to do?
He was yelling, but his voice was still muffled.
It's simple, really. But I suppose I might as well tell you. Just solve the puzzle on that machine.
Bruh. His laughter was muffled by the door, but it still tore at my heart like the claws of a vicious monster. I bit my lip and glared at Hongo, struggling to hold back hot tears.
You're a terrible person! I hate you!
Oh my! How could you call a gentleman such as myself a terrible person? That's not very nice. I'm quite fair. I don't use tricks or play dirty. You see? I've even left you a way out.
A way out?
Didn't you hear me? All you have to do is solve that puzzle. Do that, and you can stop the incinerator.
What's the point of stopping it? You'll only capture me and make me do this all again. I'm not going to listen to you. If you're just going to throw me back in here, I might as well just die now.
My goodness, haven't you listened to anything I've said? I told you, I'm a fair man.
Is that why you abducted a bunch of children and made them solve puzzles? Like, what is that, bro? Come on.
If you solve the puzzle, the verification function of the red will in turn activate. If this experiment is to deliver valid results, there must be a chance of success. If you succeed, you will escape.
The verification function of the red?
Then I remembered. Before Hongo left the room, he had scanned 2 bracelets into the red. Oh crap. So, I guess in this current situation, we have to solve this puzzle first before we can get out, right? Right.
Ah, so
A puzzle
you do
that
remember.
looks evil and
Right
fucked
now
up.
there are 2 numbers in the red. The first is 1, and the second is 3. Say, Akane, what's your number?
Isn't it 5? I looked down at my left hand. The face on my bracelet showed a 5. Yeah, I saw that in a cutscene, I think, last time. Okay, and she's trying to scan it? I missed the dialogue, but it just said she ran to the door. I grabbed the red and put my hand against the scanner panel. Oh, her hand looks so small there. That makes me sad.
You really aren't one for listening, are you?
I hear Hongo's muffled voiced... That's the typo. From across the room.
I've already told you, didn't I? Once you've solved the puzzle, the verification function of the red will activate. In other words, if you haven't solved the puzzle, you can't enter your number. What kind of fool are you?
Can I...
Why are you doing this?
You could never understand. You don't know what it's like to spend every day surrounded by monkeys.
I mean, can we get off the CG? It's freaking me out. Let's solve this puzzle already.
Now start the experiment. Solve the puzzle.
I can't! I don't know how!
Of course you don't. Isn't that the point? You understand, don't you? Access the morphogenetic field and find the solution.
I can't!
Then you'll die. You'll burn alive. It's gonna be quite hot in there in a few minutes. I imagine it will be very painful.
Okay, man. I get it. I get it. You're a villain. His horrible laugh echoed across the room. And even after his face disappeared from the window, I could hear it.
Incineration will begin in 10 minutes.
Okay. I was crying. Great gulping sobs were organized by hiccups that shook my body. Wow, I've been there a lot. I was terrified. I could feel my fear pressing down on me like a tremendous weight. Oh, I hate that sensation. Somehow, I forced my shaking legs to carry me back to the device. I stared at the monitor.
I can't. I just can't. There's no way. I can't figure this out.
What was I going to do? I didn't know. I didn't know. I didn't even know where to start. Fear scattered my thoughts, and all I could think of was how I was going to die. My palms were sweating, and my blood was boiling in my veins. It was hot. So hot. I couldn't breathe. I felt dizzy. My heart roared in my chest as if it would pound itself to pieces. I reached into my pocket. I wrapped my hand around the thing I'd come back to get. The doll Jumpy had given me. At least I had that. I held it tight with both hands and prayed.
Help me! Jumpy! Help me! Help me! Help me! Jumpy! 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 Please! Help me! Jumpy!
Oh,
Akane?
dear.
Akane?
Who the hell is Akane?
Shut up! Just shut the hell up!
Junpei having like a spiritual crash out right now while everyone's like freaking out. It's really funny to me. Seven and Lotus don't understand. I think Clover and Snake have an idea though. Clover's looking at me, and I think Snake may have figured it out. No, it doesn't matter. They're in my way. Where'd she go? Maybe over here?
Akane! Akane! Can you hear me? Akane! Say something!
Did something break our connection? I swear I just heard her. Shit.
Akane! Answer me! Akane!
Jumpy?
Oh, she's so small. I spun around. I heard a voice. His voice. I looked around. He wasn't in the room, of course. But I'd heard it so clearly. Like he was right there.
Jumpy!
I screamed as loud as I could.
Akane!
Jumpy!
Wow. Is this really necessary? That's her. She's there. What the... Then that means... Is the effect really necessary every time?
Akane! Akane!
Are you in an incinerator right now? I don't know why the rest of that wasn't voiced.
Yes, I am! How did you know?
I couldn't believe that he knew that. This is insane. Now I understood what Santa meant.
There's only one way to help her. You were brought here to help my sister. To save Akane.
I think I get it now.
Incineration will begin in 7 minutes.
Jumpy, we don't have time!
As quickly as I could, I told him that I had to solve the puzzle in order to stop this incinerator.
Got it!
Then I do. I got everything now. Or, I get everything now. Oh, we're back to the blue mist that is very strange. At last I finally understood what all of this means. I know why the nunnery game was held today. I know why we were kidnapped and brought here. It was all for this moment. All of this was planned out to lead to this one moment. Oh my god. This is insane. I can't believe it, but there's only one possible answer. June is... Zero is... Akane Kurashiki. She recreated the history of the future that she had a glimpse of 9 years ago. What is going on, bro? What? She tried to save herself that way 9 years ago. No, she's trying to save herself right now. That means that there's only one thing for me to do. Even if this is all some sort of insane plan, I will save her. I will save Akane Kurashiki. I must save her, no matter what.
Incineration will begin in 6 minutes.
The voice reminded me of how much time I had left.
Yeah, I know. Just hang on, all right? I promise I'll get you out of there. I'm not gonna let you die. I promise. So don't worry, all right? Just give me a few minutes, okay?
Okay.
My voice shook as I answered. It was hot in the room. I felt like my heart was on fire. 6 minutes or not, my heart burned with my feelings for him. What is going on? Alright, time to get to work, Junpei. Is Snake talking to them about something? Whatever, it doesn't matter. Get out of my way.
Hey, what are you...
Just trust me, okay?
Sorry, Lotus, I didn't mean to snap, but there's a lot more at stake here than your pride. I'll apologize later, alright? Now let's have a look at this thing. We've got numbers all over this grid. I think the panels are out of order. Do I just need to switch these out? Serena isn't gonna accomplish anything. I just have to try it.
Just think of what I did all those times before. I'm gonna do this on my own, with my own mind. I'm gonna solve this problem.
Seek a way out. Great. What the? Okay, wow. What the? Hello? When I pressed hint, numbers appeared in the empty spots on the grid. So I am so glad that I have learned that hint is actually a necessity. Alright. They're all single digits. I get the feeling the numbers change when I switch out the yellow squares. But the square at the bottom, why does it say blank when I press hint? Which one? Pressing the button again makes the numbers disappear. It's like I can turn them on and off. Then is there some special meaning to there being two modes? What could it mean? What? When I flip the hint off, all the empty spots look like the one in the bottom right. What? Does that mean they're supposed to match? What? Maybe I need to make all the numbers in the squares the same. Okay. If I switch out a yellow square, numbers that show up in the hint change too. What is going on, bruh? I'm so confused. This is not helping. It looks like the numbers are affected by the adjacent squares. For example, when I switch out 3 with 5. Okay, hold on, I'm looking. The number increases by 2? What? What do you mean? I'm so confused. What? I don't think I'll ever solve this puzzle on my own. This is crazy. I bet the hint just adds the surrounding numbers. What? I'm too tired for this, man. I'm gonna switch with D and P. What? What do you mean? I'm just gonna start switching a bunch of random crap until something happens. I know that's not ideal, but, you know. Okay. What now? The hint displays what the adjacent yellow squares will add up to. So most of the answer should be 2 digits. What? But each square only has a single digit. It must be calculated in a different way. Digital roots? If they're digital roots, then they'll always end up as 1 digit. Okay. What? What? I'm so confused. This is actually upsetting me right now. How is a child supposed to figure this out? This means nothing to me. Add the numbers. But there are letters here too. No! I saw this coming, but I'm upset. No, I don't want to do this. I feel like June right now bawling her eyes out over this puzzle. Oh my god, I'm having a crash out over this thing. As soon as I see numbers and letters and numbers together, I just lose my mind. I can't do this. Maybe I need to replace the letters with numbers. Okay. Okay. Is there any word I can make with this? It says Arstwop, which is really funny. Oh my god. Now what? I think I got the gist of the puzzle up. No, I don't. I do not got the gist of it. I just need to make all the digital roots the same. What? What number? Pushing on a yellow square affects all hint squares around it. Wait, but one square doesn't get a hint number. The ninth spot at the bottom. Only this one stays blank. Maybe a fixed number goes inside. So the ninth square has a different rule. What? If only I knew what number— What? I can't do this. I can't. Like, I'm trying to understand it, but it's just like all going over my head. Like, some of the explanations, like, at least I got it, and then it's just like... What? Help me! I'm changing so much it's just getting messy. Maybe I should reset? Oh, wait a second. When everything is in its original spot, something lines up in the bottom squares? Like, looks kind of like it should be a word. Okay, let's reset. It says... Ode... What? This... What? Hold on, I'm trying to use my brain right now. And that's very difficult for me, but I'm trying. So, let me write this down, actually. Because I do have this notebook, I'm just not using it. So, I'm going to turn the numbers into x's in this bottom square. So, it's x, a, x, s, x, o, x, d. And the available letters I have are... Oh my god. Is it literally password? Is that it? Is that it? Hold on. If this is it, I'm going to crash out. If it's really that simple. Okay, thank you for all those hints. I did it. Oh man. What? I don't know. Is it, hold on, where's that number I had before? Is it the same one we've been using? The 14383421, is that it? Hold on. 14383241. Okay, that's not it. Is it password? Is that it? Is that it? If that is the case, it'll be really funny. Okay, guess not. What is the password? Did I get the number wrong? Hold on. What the— How? Alright, let me try this. 1438. It was 3421. Password? Yeah, that's what I said. I'm inputting a password now then. Are there any hints? What the hell am I supposed to put here? Wow, thanks, man. That was really helpful. Is the hint reset? I don't think so. It seems to be an 8-letter word. Let me see. I'm gonna start writing stuff down and counting. Okay. The first 8-letter word I could think of was epiphany. I really doubt that's it, but, you know, it came to my mind, so might as well try. Okay, that's not it. Alright, is it going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8? The screen appeared after I solved the last puzzle. Maybe the hint was in that one? I don't want to look at the last one. Bruh. How am I supposed to look at it now? So I'm wondering, is this on the DS, did it still show the screen? Because if so, that is fucked up. Because now I have no idea what's going on. I can't escape from the screen. I can't look. Let me just keep entering stuff until I get the next hint, because I feel like I've like locked myself into this somehow. The puzzle. The answer ended up being password. And after it was an extra space. 9th square. Maybe that's the password? I don't know. What? What's the 9th square? Zero. Okay. The puzzle, I solved it by making all. That means... What? I don't know what that means. 9. Are you kidding me? Right now, it was really that simple. That's insane. That's actually crazy.
Yes, that's it.
Oh my god. That's insane. This was the weirdest puzzle in this game so far. And I've seen a lot of weird puzzles. Like, what? They explain that in so confusingly.
Akane, did you get it?
Yes, I did! I solved it! I mean, really, you solved it for me, but I copied everything you did!
Literally me waiting for Junpei to give me hints so I can solve it. Oh my god, that's embarrassing.
Now I just have to press enter!
Then what the hell are you waiting for? Push it!
Okay, I will!
I'm just imagining the others watching this and being like, what is going on? I hit the enter key.
Emergency shutdown command has been confirmed. Incineration system has been disabled.
Ha! I didn't skip that animation this time because I kept my fingers off my stick.
Ah! Jumpy!
So, where are we in this ending? Oh my god. Am I really gonna have to lock in and finish this tonight? Because I feel like I might have to. Because I can taste it. It's so close. I can taste it. Beyond the door? What? Okay. What does final question mean?
It worked! It worked! The incinerator shut down! It worked!
Tears rolled down my face as I cried out to him, but they were a very different sort of tears. A wonderful feeling of accomplishment and relief flooded my body. At the same time, what strength I had left disappeared, and I collapsed to the floor. For a while, I just laid there, laughing and crying, and enjoying being alive. Every time I thought about him, I thought my heart would burst.
Whew.
Okay. Okay, moving on. This has been so strange, but, you know, it feels like I'm, like, on a roller coaster, but I'm not strapped in, so I'm, like, holding on for dear life and just letting it go. I can't quite believe I did that. Me neither. But I'm so glad. So glad. I feel like my heart's on fire. No, I don't have time to be thinking about that kind of shit. I need to tell Akane.
Akane! Sorry, but things are kind of busy over here. I'm gonna have to hang up now, okay?
The way they're treating this like a phone call, that's really funny. I thought the same thing earlier when they were talking about, like, losing connection. But I didn't want to, like, ruin the moment.
Oh, of course, that's fine!
I wiped the tears from my eyes and nodded vigorously, even though I knew he couldn't see me. Then I looked over at the corner of the floor. There were the 2 bracelets Hongo had left behind. Ugh. My throat.
Now.
Well, Seven and Lotus don't look particularly happy with me. Not a very nice look to give someone who just saved your lives, guys.
Junpei, are you...
Okay.
Ah, shut it.
Yeah. Right, so maybe they have a reason to be pissed off. So what if I haven't pressed the enter key? What? Alright, nothing holding me back now. Here goes. Wait.
Incineration will begin in 90 seconds.
It doesn't sound like it's stopping.
What the shit? Why isn't it stopping?
Okay, maybe I didn't hit the key hard enough. Just hit it again, and again, and again. Okay, that's not right either. The alarm's still going off. What the hell is going on? I've got all the right numbers in the right boxes. It's perfect. So why the fuck isn't this thing stopping?
Incineration will begin in 60 seconds.
Wait, of course. That's what the numbers that showed up after the puzzle meant. Okay. Snake, Clover, me, 7, and Lotus. Then, door 9. No, that's it. The number on the door isn't a 9. It's not even a number.
It is hidden, but an exit can be found. Seek a way out. Seek a door that...
Holy shit, of course. Then we just have to put it... Oh my god, I'm like losing my mind. Then we just have to put the right number into the right end.
Incineration will begin in 30 seconds.
Run, guys! Get to the door! Run!
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit. Not much time. Man, I sure hope they can just trust me on this one, or we are all fucked. Alright, no time to explain, just go.
Quick! Verify your numbers on the red!
Verify?
Who?
What combination?
All of them.
Us! We all need to verify!
Why?
You really think this is a good time to ask questions? Just do it!
Hurry, 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 hurry. I don't even know if that was enough.
Incineration will begin in 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 2. Central gate has been opened. Incineration system has been disabled.
Oh, thank fucking Christ. No, no time to be happy, time to go.
Hurry! We've only got 9 seconds before the door closes. Go, go, go!
Come on, guys, move it. Okay, they're all through. Move it, Junpei. Just in time. And there goes the door. No, don't calm down yet. You're not done. You've still gotta find the dead. Snake's freaky pale hand freaks me out. No offense.
Shit. Looks like we made it, huh?
Yeah, I'd probably react the same way. I do have a tendency to laugh hysterically when I'm in situations like this. Not that I've been in a situation like this, but you know what I mean. Man, that guy sure can laugh when he wants to. Me too. Oh man. Just this weekend, I started laughing. I don't even know what, but like when I get really into it, it's just like turns into like a kind of evil sounding laugh, like just a straight up villain cackle. I'm just losing my mind. I think we were in the pool and I was messing about, and I said, "You're scaring me" or something to my friend. I don't even remember what they did, and then I started laughing like that, and they said, "You're the one doing the evil laugh," and this is not relevant. We need to keep going. I'm worse than the characters in this game. With my tangents, man. Looks like Clover and Lotus are totally out of energy. Snake is shaking his head wearily. I just want to take a nap, but...
Akane? Akane! Can you hear me?
Oh crap, I skipped it again. What the... I want to tell her we made it. I want to tell her how good I feel. But nothing. Yeah, she just kind of vanished out of nowhere. Oh, never mind, she's here again. So what... I'm so confused as to what's happening. Like... If this is happening, what has been going on in, like, the present? Where did she go? I hope this is explained in more detail. Oh, I skipped the thing again because I keep playing with my stick. Oh, I need to stop. My left hand needs to be, like, have a lock put on it or something. The door opened. Sitting in front of it was my brother.
Akane!
Oi!
I cried his name, even though my voice was almost gone from screaming, and leapt into his arms.
Oh, oi!
Akane!
My face is so itchy. That's unrelated, sorry. I buried my face in his chest and cried again. I cried and cried and cried. A steady thump of his heart in my ear made me feel like I was home. His beat was almost like a lullaby. I wrapped my arms around him as far as they would go, and held him as tight as I could. Just to be there felt like a miracle. I hadn't felt the warmth of another human body in what seemed like an eternity. I just wanted to stay there in his arms forever. But I couldn't. The moment I'd passed the door, my bracelets had begun the countdown to earlier. To death. What? Where did earlier come from? It's just not even a word in the sentence. That came out of nowhere. Oh, come to earlier. What? I looked away from him and looked around. The door had already closed. I spotted the dead only a short distance away. It took me only a moment to get to and scan all the bracelets. I left the one Hongo I had dropped in the scanner panel. What? Oops. I'm trying to scroll up. Okay, never mind. That was it. I took a deep breath and looked around again. The huge detective who would call 7 in 9 years and Snake, the blind boy, were looking at me. They seemed to have been utterly stunned by my sudden appearance. I was about to say Clover because I started thinking about her in the middle of that sentence. Their eyes were wide and their mouths hung open.
Alright, let's get out of here. If we don't book it, we might run into Hongo again.
Oh my god, hold on, my throat. I'm like allergic to Santa or something. Okay. I don't even remember if I read that line. The mention of Hongo seemed to jar 7 and Snake out of their surprise, and they nodded. We took off running up the spiraling stairs to freedom. Oh crap. Sorry. I forgot to pause. I'm drinking water now. I'm just gonna continue and hope I don't have to read anything. As soon as I say that. Time for more running! But if they can get us out of here, no wonder we're running so hard. My heart's beating so hard I can barely hear. God, I can't wait to breathe real air again. Huh? Is 7 talking?
Hey, Junpei, can I ask you something?
What's up?
That door, the one with the 9 on it. Why'd it open?
Yeah, all 5 of us verified our numbers on the red.
Why is it in every cutscene with Lotus, they have to have her boobs jiggling, like, insanely? What is... like, all of it is kind of blurred, but, like, you can see that they especially blur it there. That's crazy.
2 plus 4 plus 5 plus 7 plus 8 is 26. That makes our digital route 8.
Because you're the way out. Lotus is the MVP. It's the truth.
It shouldn't have opened.
That's not like you, Lotus. I thought you would have figured it out already.
Huh? Why?
Because you were the person who taught me about the idea of bases.
Bases?
Yeah. What are the two numbers in base 2?
0 and 1.
How about base 10?
That goes from 0 to 9, right?
Then how about base 16?
0 through F. After 9, it starts at A and goes from there. B, C, D, etc.
You're right. In other words, A in base 16 is 10 in base 10.
What is going on?
B is 11, C is 12, D is 13, and so on.
So, what about it?
You don't get it? What if we keep going with that pattern? What if you go way past base 16 all the way to base 27?
Base 27?
Yeah.
Well, the numerical digits are the same, so I guess you'd add alphabetical digits.
What?
E is 14, F is 15, G is 16.
This still makes no sense to me, but I'm just
H
going
is
to...
17. I is 18.
running up the
J is
stairs doing
19.
this is crazy.
K is 20, L is 21, M is 22.
N is 23. O is 24. P is 25.
Yeah, and? What comes after that?
Bruh.
Q.
Bruh. That's crazy. It was a Q on the door? I thought it was a
26.
backwards P, to be honest.
And what does that mean?
Wasn't a 9 on the door.
It was a Q. A fucking lowercase Q.
This is insane.
Yep, that's pretty much it. I guess to put it another way, you could say that it was a 9 in base 10, but a Q in base 27.
Time for more running. God, my thighs are killing me. I feel that so bad. My legs have been hurting so much after this weekend. I swear any moment now I'm gonna tear a muscle. I feel like every single cell of my body is dying for air. Aw, that's so sweet. Damn, every breath I take is a chore now. I feel like my lungs are gonna burst. Maybe just a short rest. No, can't stop. Don't have time. Come on, legs. There can't be many more of these steps left. Let's run. Run like a bullet down a rifled barrel. Like a tornado cutting through the sea of clouds. I feel like we're running along the back of a giant coiled dragon. Finally. Okay. We're back to... Okay, I still can't switch to novel mode, which I'm annoyed about. Jesus, I can barely breathe. No, Junpei, no time to rest. Pull yourself together, you're almost there.
All right, I'm gonna open it.
Yeah.
Yes, we're finally here.
Please do.
Sure, you look like a big heavy door, but you're the only thing standing between me and my freedom. But even more important than that, you're the only thing standing between me and Akane. You're gonna open, and you're gonna open now! I'm so glad I did not accidentally skip the animation that time, oh my god. I felt a hand on my shoulder. It was Aoi's. He gave it a small, reassuring squeeze. I was so happy I could feel like I could melt. My heart was at peace, not only because my brother and I were back together again, next to the huge detective, all 9 of us who had been kidnapped. Oh my gosh. We're finally able to escape from the gigantic. On the distant horizon, we could see the faint outline of the ship as it sank. You know, Seven's like kind of the goat when you think about it. Like, I rag on him a lot, but he's a really good guy. I think, I don't know. Like, all the characters are so good. Except for Ace. I hate that guy. It gave a thunderous roar as it finally slipped beneath the waves. Its last cry echoed out across the ocean, and then it was gone.
It's over.
I whispered.
Yeah.
It was over. It was finally over. Or was it? Is it really? No, that was wrong. I don't know why I was struggling to even say the word no. I'm so messed up right now. But I have to get to the ending. Hold on. That's not even the flowchart. Never mind, we're not any closer. I thought we were one scene closer. That wasn't it at all. I was sure of it. This wasn't the end. It was only the... You cannot be saying that crap now. But I'm trying to lock in and finish this. This was only a What? Do what would happen in 9... Oh, okay, that's what you mean. You were scaring me there, girl. If, like, a million more, like, boxes on my flowchart appeared, I'd have been so mad at you. Yes, finally! Air! That looks like it would feel so good right now, but it's like 1:51 a.m. So I can't be going outside in the sun. Damn, that sun's bright. I can barely see anything. Oh, I gotta admit, this doesn't look quite like... Wait,
No way.
you've gotta be shitting me.
What?
It can't be.
This is.
Are we in Nevada? That's crazy. Oh my god.
This is the building in the Nevada desert.
The mock experiment building.
Oh my god. This whole time we were in Building Q.
So how did all that water crap happen? And like the... What? Sure enough, that's a desert out there with mountains all around it. Hello there, sun. Boy, am I ever glad to see you. I don't think I've ever been so happy to see a sunrise. Huh? Did I just hear something fall? Our bracelets. Oh, that was also what the line said, so I didn't feel like reading it. Sorry. I guess I've never really got a good look at the underside of one of these. Let's see what's inside you. Just a little electronic chip, like in an ATM card. That's it. There's something else. Something that even looks like a detonator. That's crazy. There was never a detonator to begin with? Figures. And what? Huh?
Akane.
Jumpy.
Heh. Guess I must be pretty crazy about the girl if I think I'm hearing her voice in the wind. What is going on, man? Why is there a pause in dramatic music? Is my game broken? No, it's not. What? Girl, what just happened? Are the credits rolling? What? I'm so confused. I feel like... Huh? I need to, like, do some research after this to try and figure out what on earth this ending means. I've been trying to, like, see, like, non-spoiler content for this game because I've been thinking about it so much, and every time I try to look for it, there's, like, stuff about the other games. I've been, like, trying to avoid, like, the plague. But I do think I have, like, 2 small things spoiled, unfortunately. And that is that there are, I believe, repeat characters in some of the other games. I know one of them for sure, but I'm not completely sure about others. And, but besides that, I also do know, like, some things out of context. Like, I've heard, like, I've seen, like, certain terms and stuff, but I don't know what they mean at all. Because I have been very, very, very careful about what I see. Unfortunately, the one thing I saw was, unfortunately, like, not something I wanted to see, but I feel like it's a pretty mild spoiler. Just that another... What is that picture, man? That's crazy, but it was that. Just that, when the characters from this game appears in another, that's all I know. And yeah, I've been pretty good about avoiding it. But yeah, this was such an interesting game. I am excited to start the next one. I might take a short break, I'm not sure. So I really do want more of this. Like, I was expecting there to be way more to this ending. I imagine there is, because when I last checked, it only showed, like, there has to be, like, an epilogue or something, right? Yeah.
Are you okay?
Oh, come on. This is nothing.
Really?
Yeah.
You don't look okay.
It was just before the end of elementary school. Jumpy and I were sitting next to each other on a small hill, looking down at the town as the sun slowly set.
How does it look then?
It was half serious and half joking. I thought about it for a minute first.
Well, let's see.
Oh, this is when I saw in the credits. I was like, what happened there?
It looks like you kissed a toad and got warts, but then they just kept growing and growing and growing.
What does that even mean?
Junpei grinned and...
Ow, 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 ow.
See? I told you you're not okay. You're too reckless. You can't beat 5 8th graders, Jumpy. That's crazy.
Yeah, but I couldn't just stand there. I mean, don't you think so? I had to do something.
The voice actors for the characters trying to put on the kid voices is just so funny to me. Look at the Nevada desert go past. For an SUV, this thing has a pretty smooth ride. Sure was nice of someone to leave it for us outside the building, keys in the ignition and gas in the tank. Almost like it was a present, you know? Anyway, we jumped in, and now here we are, screaming across the desert. Otis is over there in the passenger seat. Snakehead 7 and I are all squeezed together into the back seat here. Wait, what? Who's driving this thing? I still can't believe we let her drive. Oh my god.
This is so fun! This is so awesome! Driving is so great when there's nothing around, and there's no speed limit.
Who decided this? Who decided to let Clover of all people drive? That's crazy. I would let Lotus drive me. Anywhere.
Hey,
I need to
Clover,
calm down.
watch those bumps, all right? This car jumps even a little, and I think I'm gonna get crushed to death.
Hey, shut it. I can't help if I'm big, all right? Suck it up.
Why don't you drive, Seven?
I'm a cop. I ain't gonna break the law.
That's
He
crazy.
doesn't have an international license.
What? How do you have an international license? Is that a thing? I've never heard of that in my life.
Yeah, but you could have sat in the passenger seat.
Oh, hell no. There's no way I'm giving this seat up.
I wish there was a picture of this. I so want to see Clover and Lotus together in the front seats.
And Clover, there's no need to slow down.
Oh
The
my
car
God.
Santa and June are in should be somewhere down this road ahead of us.
Yeah, I saw some fresh tire tracks going out.
So what happened to Ace? Like Santa disappeared with him, and that was that.
There's no doubt about it.
Then we've got to hurry if we want to catch them, don't we?
Sure thing.
Oh shit. God damn it, she doesn't have to drive so fast. Me with my mom, to be honest. But my parents are crazy drivers. Man, I didn't even think a car like this could go this fast. For sure throwing up a lot of dust. The transition back to this is insane. It was a couple hours after we'd run into the junior high students. They'd been hiding in the bushes on the back of one of the hills, drenching a kitten in gasoline. What? Okay, you know what? You know what? I think it's totally valid now that he tried to beat those kids up, because that's insane. That's so upsetting. The moment we saw what they were doing, Jumpy ran up to them furious.
Hey, what the hell are you doing?
Then he jumped on them. That was that why he has that nickname. He quickly scooped up the kid and tossed it to me. I caught it and ran for the police station as fast as I could.
Help me! Officer, please! You have to come with me!
The policeman and I headed back to the hill. All I found was Jumpy sprawled on the ground with a face covered in big swelling lumps.
Couldn't run away after you threw the kitty to me?
I asked him. He stuck his tongue out through the hole in his mouth where a tooth had fallen out.
Yeah, I guess I coulda.
Then why didn't you?
I didn't want to. I wanted to beat him up. Beat him up real good.
Because of what they were doing to the kitty.
Yeah, that too, but I think they were the ones behind those murders our first semester. Remember?
That's crazy.
Oh, you mean the bunnies?
Yeah, the bunnies.
He plucked some grass from the ground and tossed it into the wind.
They asked me what elementary school I was from, so I told them. And then they said they'd do the same thing to you that they did to the rabbits. I couldn't forgive them for that, so I...
Hey, there's still some stuff I don't get.
Of course, they probably don't know any more than I
Like
do.
Ace.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I should say Kentaro Hongo. Why did he create the Nonary project?
Okay, well that's not the question I had, but sure, go on.
Anybody? Any ideas?
Why don't you ask him yourself?
Well, yeah, I guess I could. Is he in the
He's
trunk or
still in
something?
the trunk, I assume?
Ah, I thought he vanished. What happened here? I thought Santa took him. Yeah, he is. Still tied up, I'm assuming, with his mouth taped shut. His eyes just look empty, no emotion. It looks like he's just given up. I wonder if he even cares what happens to him anymore.
Hey, were you listening to us?
Yeah, go ahead and try to pretend you weren't, you old bastard. Let's get that tape off your mouth.
Come on, I know you were. Answer me.
You could at least look at me when you talk, man.
I only wanted to see the faces. Human faces.
What?
I thought if I could gain the ability to access the morphic field set, then perhaps I could see faces.
Man, this guy needs to die. This is the most insane thing. The most insane, selfish reason that I could probably think of, besides just enjoying it, to lock children up and risk their lives for. Like, what even? Man,
By
it's crazy.
peering into people's minds, you could understand how they were processing the expressions of others.
That's it?
Yes, if you want to put it simply.
You know what's crazy? The fact that this guy is so upset that he can't see faces. But meanwhile, Snake is here living his, like, best life. And still, this dude, he's like, you know what? This guy needs to die. This blind child, by the way, who, like, objectively has it worse than me when it comes to his disability, he needs to die. Just, like, what? And I need to kidnap him to run an experiment on him and his sister. Like, what even? Bruh. I can't with this man.
But if you are looking for a more philosophical answer, I could supply that as well. You see, the human collective consciousness...
Yeah, put the tape back on. I think that's enough out of you, pal. Time for the tape to go back on.
All right. So what's your second question? You said there were some things you didn't get, didn't you?
Well, somebody's a little nosy.
Well, my next question doesn't really have anything to do with you two. This is for you, Seven. It's about the whole Alice thing. What's the deal with that?
Well, you see, 9 years ago, after I escaped from the Gigantic, I kept going after Hongo on my own, hoping I'd catch him when he finally slipped up. And during the course of my investigation, I learned a lot more about the Gigantic. I also found out about Bourdain and Alice.
You're not really answering my question. Was there actually a girl who wouldn't melt at room temperature?
It's like Hongo has something to say. Alright, fine, I'll let you talk, but you gotta behave.
What?
Alice doesn't exist. 9 years ago, I found Alice's coffin behind the library on the bottom deck. There was nothing in it but the root of a peculiar plant. My research determined that it was a member of the genus Mandragora, of the family Solanaceae.
Wow.
I was able to extract a particular alkaloid from it. I used that extract to create Soporu. Its creation was a tremendous boon to my firm, and we grew rapidly.
That is so confusing. Oh, oops. Shit, this is gonna go forever. So, like, what's to say she didn't just melt and come back to life and walk away? Just wondering. Dave's going back on, Hongo. The rest of my questions can wait a bit. For now, I think I'll just enjoy the ride.
Here, this is for you.
What's this?
This is, for you, doll. His name is Junpei.
What? Junpei pulled something out of his pocket and shoved out his arm toward me. In his hand was a doll made of yarn small enough to fit in his palm.
Jumpy, are you sure it's, for you, doll?
Huh? Yeah, the lady at the shop said so, so that means it's for you, right?
Are you sure it's not a voodoo doll?
Wait, what? That's... Oh, man. Oh, man.
Well, it sure looks like a voodoo doll. I mean, you do know what a voodoo doll is used for, right?
This is crazy. That's crazy. That's crazy. That's
yeah,
crazy.
I guess calling it Junpei isn't a very good idea, then.
Why are you giving me this anyway? It just seems really sudden.
Well, you know how after June, we aren't gonna get to see each other too much? I mean, we're gonna be in different schools, and I just thought I'd, you know,
Oh, okay, well, how about we call it June, then?
Okay. So, I wanted to give you this.
You sound like some sort of tribal chief in a bad movie.
Yes. I, head of tribe. This doll, traditional charm of tribe. So I give this. It me. So we always together.
Oh, Jumpy.
If something bad, then hold and pray. I go wherever you are. So here, take.
I reached my hand out and picked up the doll gently.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jumpy.
Before I knew it, I was crying. Tears streamed down my face and fell into June's tiny yarn body.
Oh, Jumpy. I'll never forget you, I promise.
Jumpy looked straight into my eyes and said just 5 words.
I'll never forget you either.
The sky was a beautiful crimson red as it melted down toward the horizon. The last golden rays of sunlight stretched out across the city. Okay, I had to take a second because it just hit me that this game is finally actually ending. And I got emotional about that. The last golden rays of sunlight stretched out across the city and painted themselves across the hills. We sat, bathed in the warm light of evening. Just the two of us, leaning gently against one another, shoulder to shoulder. The sun set and we still didn't leave. We watched in silence as the darkness deepened, and one by one, the lights of the town began to flicker on. There's still one thing I don't get. To be honest, it's the biggest mystery as far as I'm concerned, and also the only one that's really important. It has to do with June and Akane. 9 years ago, she died in the incinerator on the Gigantic, but she's still alive now as June. But how? Yeah, I've been wondering this too. Like, that just seems so weird to me. Was it because I tapped into the morphic field set and saved her 9 years ago? Alright, let's say that makes some kind of insane sense. If I did that, then how do I make sense of what Seven remembers? Snake makes sense. He's blind. He couldn't have seen her body anyway. But 7, he said he was sure he saw it. Does that mean there's some kind of historical discrepancy? Or, wait, maybe that's not it at all. There is one other logical explanation. Was what you told me the truth, 7? You looked satisfied. No? No way. He couldn't.
Hey, look! Over there. There's somebody next to the road.
What? Hmm?
Oh my god. That's crazy. The burning gaze of the Nevada sun pounded down on her head. The desert around her rippled with heat. Sitting there on that shimmering plain was a woman, her arm out and her thumb up. What did I say? That was just like kind of supposed to be a joke. What is happening? It would not be long before Junpei realized who she was. This is insane. That's the... What do I even say at this point? What is there to say? So before all that stuff happened, okay. Oh god, it's starting over again. Let me get back to the title screen. I'll share my thoughts about this game. Okay. Save. Yes, return to the title screen. Alright, so what is there to even say about this game, to be honest? Well, to begin with, I liked it. Yeah, I liked it. I have been enjoying it. I do enjoy, like, escape room type games. The story was interesting. You could tell I was very, very confused at times. But when I did make theories and they're right, it felt so good. Like, I usually try not to theorize. I already went a bit into that in a previous episode, but, yeah. It was nice to change that for once, and I will probably be doing the other games in, the series as well. I think they're called Virtue's Last Reward, and I don't know what the other one is. I'm blanking, hold on. Zero Time Dilemma, I think? I will probably be doing those too. I'm not sure if I'll do them right after this. But yeah, let me think of my, like, rating for the characters real quick. So, Lotus is still my favorite. I'm very biased, unfortunately. Snake is up there. June is up there. Clover's up there. I like all of them, to be honest, except for Ace. And, you know, it's hard to actually rank them, because they all have been very useful at different points. There are a few characters I feel like I didn't really connect with as much. But I feel like that's just because, I don't know why. Sometimes it just happens. Like, sometimes there's a character where I'm like, yeah, I like you, but I just don't feel like a bond with them like I do with others. And that doesn't mean they're bad or that I dislike them. It's just, you know, one of those things. So, let me think. What were my favorite rooms? That's a bit of a weird one, but I was thinking, let's see. The rooms were 4, 5, 7, 8, 3, and 6, 2, 1. Alright, writing it down like that will help me remember. So 4 and 5. Of those two, I think I enjoyed 4 more, just because I liked the people in there. You know, I really love my boy Snake, but and also the picture of the dog thing, and it just is like the catalyst for like all the important stuff, like the Clover bookmark, you get that in door 4. So of those two, that one was my favorite. Now, 7, 8, and 3. 3 is very memorable to me because it was the first one I went down. And it had you know what in it. And 3 is also my favorite number. I'm not watching this. Does that mean it was my favorite door of these? No. I would not say it was. It was just kind of to me. Like, the whole shower room was just not a very exciting puzzle. Like, the people in there were fine. And, like, you know, it was important. It has good question mark memories to it. But let me just think. 5, 7, and 8. 7 was... Hold on. Okay. Actually, let me go back and clarify. So 4 was the cabin and the kitchen. And 5 was the other cabin and the casino. To clarify, I like the casino more than the kitchen. So I guess it's like a tie, actually, because I like one half of each one better than the other half of the other one. If that makes... That sounded really weird, but I hope that made sense. 3, like I said, it was just 7 was the operation room, and 8 was the, what was it called? The lab? Yeah. I think I liked the operation room the best out of the 3. Just because, I don't know why. It's just, like, I really love, Lotus and Clover, and the Science Boy stuff was funny. But it just wasn't very memorable to me, like, the puzzles themselves weren't. It just kind of, like, went over my head. But I remember, like, basically all the important stuff that happened in the operating room. Now, out of 6, 2, and 1. 6 I did not like at all. Firstly, the huge room that got me lost for a little bit, and then the cargo hold, that is definitely out. Get out of here with that. I'm done with you, door 6. Door 2 was the torture room. And that had that fuck-ass block puzzle. You know, the one. The one that had me lamenting, and I felt like I was cheating, because I didn't want to look at the hint. And it was just like, so no, that's also out. So that by elimination means door 1. And though door 1 and I have some issues, mostly with the characters, I did really enjoy the puzzle, despite that evil wheel. I liked the directions and the music box stuff, and I just really liked door 1. I think that means that out of all of them, I think my favorite is door 1, actually. Just because, you know, it had really fun puzzles, and stuff I liked in it. Actually, no. Wait. Hold on. I'm remembering. That thing. The one where you have to exit the door using hexadecimal or whatever. Actually, I docked a point for that. So, by process of elimination, that means my favorite door out of all of these was, the operating room. Congratulations. I don't think anyone cared about that. I just wanted to share some final thoughts because I felt like I didn't really have much to say. And I feel like I've also been talking for forever, but for me, I can never talk too much. And I really don't know what else to say. It was a fun game. I liked it. I am very excited to see what else comes from this in the next one. And yeah. Not many complaints. I am still a little confused, but I will try and solve the questions I have in my own time with my own research. Very, very, very careful research. I'll probably just ask people who've played it. So I trust them to give me spoiler-free answers better than just looking stuff up. So, yeah, I really didn't expect to do the finale tonight, especially because I started pretty late. But I did. I did, and I'm very happy about it. So, thank you so much for watching. And I hope to see you in the next one, whatever that may be. Goodbye for now.